film room, developing the shotgun center, and the shotgun offense. Let's just review what we just talked about, because this is the overhead that we didn't have. The chair drill, what I was talking about on the field, you can do it on the field, but we actually do it in chairs in our meeting room. You saw the first part of the video outside, the grip of the ball. We reviewed that, the cock of the wrist, the elbow position. Remember the cock of the wrist, the elbow position, the ball's here, and shooting the ball. Developing a zip on the snap. Really believe it, the warm-ups with the softball, using the softballs when they're young kids, and just making them throw softballs and just developing that confidence of throwing it right at the guy, and use the football as the next step. Then I felt like things that you got to do when you're developing the shotgun, the center and the shotgun offense, you got to work on the stance. You got to understand the stance. You got to work on the snap and the sink. That was the second thing we did out there. The sink step, getting off the line. The second thing we did was the drop step, understanding when you snap, you've got a drop step. I think you kind of understand what we were talking about by if you go flat or up the field, you create problems. So you want a drop step. The next thing we wanted to talk about was the drop kick, the snap and the drop kick, where we saw the center snap and drop and kick out there on the drill tape. The next thing was you saw the centers snap, drop, and pull. And what I mean by that is if the center was pulling this way, this was the emphasis. If the center was pulling this way, he would actually drop his right foot and then open. And there's two reasons he does that. Number one, he keeps the ball going straight back. Number two, it clears the guard because they're on different levels. So if the center does that, it creates more spacing. So what it does is it clears the guard and it gives him a better track on the pull path. Then we looked at the dig pull for the trap, and we looked at the log. It could be dig pull or log. And the other thing we looked at was the square pull. The same thing happened on the square pull for the center, the snap and the drop. We wanted him to snap and drop. If he's pulling left, he dropped his right foot, and then he stayed around square. We did that on drill. In developing a center in a shotgun offense, and it's very simple, but snap every day on the line. Center quarterbacks and running backs. We film that some. We filmed that some early. The shoots is a drill that we did on the field. We saw some shoot work where they would take zone steps and outside zone steps and snap, and they had to do 3 different snap counts, and we saw that on the field today on the video. Also, I'm going to show you some drill tape where we do shoot work, and we film that from behind. We try to film that as much as I can. I get a camera, which helps me as a line coach to be able to evaluate. Then the combo blocks versus the run, we do a drill with that, with the center shotgun snapping. Then we go to pass rush probably 2 or 3 times a week in a regular week. If we're playing a regular ball game, we will go at least 2 times a week, and then we'll film that, and then we'll have inside run against the defense, full speed, we'll film that, and that will be shotgun runs in that, and then we'll do our team. So to me, it's we've got to continue to do the same things in our drill work and everything to create the confidence of the center to do this. All right, now let's go to the video. All right, we're going to go to the drill work that we were talking about, the different snaps that the center has, and just doing the drill. So we saw this drill a little bit outside, but here it is with the dummies working the shoot work. We try to work timing for all 5 to come off, and you can see the center to get a good shotgun snap. Here to our manager. This is outside zone drill. All right, now this is the same drill you saw. Now let me find one in the gun. All right, now we're in the gun. There you go in the gun. You got the outside zone. So it's the same thing. We do all our drills from under and out and in gun because we do both. But here it is. He's got the drop cross step that we talked about, working the shoots. Do it right and we do it left. Then he's got drop cross.
there's Kyle Young, number 59, the same guy we saw out on the field, doing it right and doing left. Kyle's a 3-time All-American for us. And then here it is another day doing the same drill. We line up over here. We just didn't have an extra board, but doing the same drill. Now we're going to down blocks, and again, these drills, all our drills in offensive line we did a offensive line run game drill tape with Coach's Choice videos, and this is down blocks, and this is just the center doing a drill, and we got a manager right here, and I think this is why we're successful shooting, snapping the shotgun snap and not spraying everywhere, is we do every drill with it. So now there's Kyle doing a down block, pressing a down block. Here's the other kid, Brian Outlaw, backup center that year, doing a down block. There's your drop step, there's your pound, a little high, but the emphasis is snaps good, and you're seeing it. All right, I'm going to fast forward to another phase. We're going to go to the center pulls, the drill where we work on the center pulling. This is the counter drill. We're going to review those tapes. We'll see a couple plays live also, but here's the center. We did the same drill as everybody saw on the field. When the center pulled to the left, what did the center do? He took a right step with his right foot, drops off the line, gets off the line, and then now he's on a trap path to either dig or log, dig this guy or log this guy, and we're just working on counter drill and working on cutting. So there it is, and that's our tackle pulling around. He's going to cut too. All right, now this is it, going again. He's going to pull again, going to get to see another look at it. Same thing. See how quick he is. Again, he just does exactly what we said. There's two reasons he does the steps here with his first foot and then opens, is we want to clear the line for the guard blocking down on a tight shade or something like that. And the other thing, it gets him off the line, and it gets him on his track downhill. Here's Brian doing the same thing the other way. So when I set up the counter drill, I have two groups going, so I get a lot of reps, and things work out real good. It's because we can get a bunch of reps, move back and forth. He should step with his left foot. He's pulling to the right, left foot, open, and then go. There it is. Gets off the line, 1, 2, boom, there we go. Now we go to the next drill where he's got to learn to read it. The center's got to learn to read it. So he's going to pull. It's the same drill. He's going to pull, and now we're going to let this guy go hard inside, and he logs, or he's up the field, he digs. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to run trap quarterback. This is Kyle's going to pull here. This is a series that we run. It's hard to see from this view. This is Rio trap quarterback, 31 quarterback. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward and see the end zone, and we can watch the technique of the center. All right, now, so here we go. We got everybody walked up in there. Tackle's going to block the B gap. He's going to block the A gap. They're going to shoot the backside, A gap and B gap. Kyle's going to pull and trap the end man. Back's going to block the edge. Wood is going to ride, and he's going to have a nice play. Watch Kyle's technique, though. This is it live, what we just talked about. It's a good job by Kyle, 59. See his footwork. Remember what we talked about clearing the guard, helping him clear that guard. He's clearing him and getting off the line. He helps clear his backside guard, too. But the point is look at his footwork. Right foot, open, boom, got plenty of time. There we go. We're off to the races. All right, now this will be the same play, except it'll be a different look, because this time they're going to be a little bit more up the field and get a nice little dig for Kyle. You can see a little bit of it right here, but we're running the same play, 31 quarterback, ride back, and then we run the quarterback up in there, and same blocking scheme. So he's going to block down. We'll influence this guy a little bit. He should pass that and go to the linebacker, which will help Kyle get the guy up the field, shoot the backside, cut those two off, and then he'll step with his right foot, open and go. Yes, good job. The only thing I wish Kyle would have done here is really overemphasized his hat on the inside of that guy. instead of being there, I would rather him really got his hat on the inside. But the one thing that Kyle does do a good job with is loading his hands and driving the guy out of there and opening up the crease. We'll check the center out on the counters right here. This is versus an even look. Oh, this is a good one. This is versus a bare look. So they've checked to a bare front. They've got the guards covered, the center covered. The only way to block the counter now is pull the center in a shotgun offense and 4 wides. It's like we did a good job trying to draw them off sides too. Looked like he watered them. So here, this will be a good look for Kyle. You'll get to see, we're going to block down with the guard, block down with the tackle, block back with the guard, and you get to see him pull right there. We got to find this one we're pulling here. All right, here's the center right here. He's going to pull to the left. See how he steps with his right foot back. Does a good job of his technique, straight back with his right foot. There he goes. Got something going. This is, it's like this is trap. No, this is counter quarterback. Would be 25 quarterback.